My name is Professor Frederick Orori Kengara, an associate professor of chemistry at Bomet University College and the chairman of the Kenya Chemical Society Western Chapter. The Kenya Chemical Society is a society that brings chemists across the country together so as to discuss pertinent and emerging issues and to offer solutions of a chemical nature to the society. This conference has a number of thematic areas that we are having. It's our 11th international conference that is being held at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology falls within the Western chapter. KCS is organized into regions where these regions are based on geography. The Western chapter consists mainly of the former Nyanza and Western provinces and a few counties in the environs. We have others like the Nairobi chapter, the Coast chapter, and so on. In this 11th international conference, we are addressing issues such as solid waste management, environmental pollution, and the effects on the quality of water, air, soil, and food, the issues of the sustainable development, in particular talking about the green economy and the circular economy, and how chemistry can actually help us achieve this, the issues of medicinal chemistry, how chemistry can contribute to development of sustainable medical solutions, and a raft of other topics such as pertinent issues emerging such as microplastics and the whole question of asbestos. On 28th of last month, that's August, the CS for Environment, the Honorable Duale, gave a directive that NEMA should ensure that all asbestos roofs are removed within 3 months. We are aware that asbestos use was banned in Kenya in 2006, and NEMA gave protocols that are to be used to ensure that these roofs are removed from all buildings. To date, so many years down the line, this has not happened. They have had all this time, but this has not worked. And we still have these roofs with us, and the minister has now directed that they be removed. We want to commend the minister for taking this bold move, but as we move to execution of this, as chemists, we are concerned that this process should be done in a way that does not endanger citizens of this nation. In particular, given the expertise that is required and the finances that are required, we would like, for purposes of comfort of the citizens, that NEMA actually confirms whether this process that the minister has directed to be done was actually budgeted for, so that this work can actually be done and done with the safety and rigor that it demands. In particular, in the protocol of NEMA, it placed previously the cost of carrying out this removal and disposal of asbestos on the owner of these buildings, or what they are calling the generator of the waste. Here, given that this is a directive where NEMA is has been directed to do it, we would like, as chemists, to be assured that NEMA will use the expertise that is required so that people are not exposed. Secondly, we want to know when these asbestos roofs are removed. Normally, that site should be out of reach. In this case, then, what happens to the owners or the people who stay there? what measures have been taken to ensure that these people are actually put away as the site is being, because it becomes a hazardous site, as this hazardous site is being worked on. And a more fundamental question is, when this roof is removed, have provisions been made for replacement, or will they go and remove the roof and leave it like that? What happens to citizens who may not have the money to immediately replace a roof? And fundamentally, as chemists, we want to know where these are being disposed. Are we going to contaminate other areas and create a new problem, which we have to solve down the line of contamination of the soil, if it is a landfill, and such other issues? So we commend the minister for taking this step, but we want to be assured that this step, as this procedure is being undertaken, the citizens are safe. We are not more exposed to this asbestos fibers as a result of this directive. Main problem, or the main danger that asbestos poses, is that they are fine fibers which you'll breathe in. And once these very fine fibers get into the lungs, they stay there, they don't come out. And these predispose people to lung diseases and even cancers. Targeting the roofs should be a starting step. The reason being that from the roof, people stay there, and therefore the exposure is higher from asbestos roofs. These other ones, yes, they should also be considered, because in the long run, we do get environmental pollution from these brake pads. They are used everywhere. And the way they are handled in those garages, they are handled in a way that predisposes the people there to exposure. So after the roof, that should not be an end, but rather a beginning. We should think. And as chemists, some of the issues that we were addressing in this conference is sustainable ways of actually disposing these wastes.
My name is Joseph Alwala from Kibab University. Yes, we do recommend the initiative of the minister. What we need to say as a society is that the government should just put in place new rules and technology to make sure that this waste like asbestos and any other waste are disposed fully and in the right manner. Also, in addition, as he has started that initiative, there must also be a political will and personal responsibility as concerns the waste disposal. Also, they must work hand in hand with the Ministry of Health, because when it comes to disposal of waste, the Ministry of Health should be conducted so that they work hand in hand. It should not be a one ministry show or a one-man show. It's all together. And also, in addition, they should integrate the curriculum of waste management right away from the kindergarten, when they were talking about the CBC, because you find that most people here are ignorant of the waste. They are engaged in exercises or activities that they do not know, like mining. They do it without experts' knowledge, just to earn money. So as the Kenya Chemical Society, if you read our mandate, we are there for advice. And maybe we can work with the government hand in hand so that we can unlock these things as concerns solid waste management. Because if we do not take care of it, now the whole environment is going to be depleted just because of us and because of our ignorance. And yet, in law they say ignorance is not a defense. There you go. Thank you very much.
So you must start somewhere. Either start from the target and then apply compounds which you are testing, or start from the compound and then look for targets. Either way, the data must be there.
Yeah, my point
For computers, garbage in, garbage out. It will only work if we have the chemist. So the chemist is going to generate the chemical data. What's chemical data?
Yeah.
First of all, you start with profile. You do high resolution mass spec. Right? After you've done profiling, what information are you picking there? Retention time, mass, the MS fragmentation, which I've stressed. This information can be compared to what's existing in the database. Number two, even from the crude, there is what
I want to know whether you have extended this to my program. Okay, I'm saying that because of the sustainability issue. You know, the whole plant to plant,
My question is, as the drug is able to target the right bacteria and not kill the useful ones.
She was 1 year ahead of me when we were doing masters and they were bullying us. So I will not retaliate. But one thing about her, I want you just to hold your sugar, or is it too low, sugar level? Are they too low? Can you manage one more presentation? Kindly, Doro. Where really had a lot of good words about Dorothy. And I don't know how they are working now. They're now colleagues. So she will tell us more about the great. She's a lady, so we.
So some of them, like